Learn the main lines of the French defense for white and black. How did world champion Garry Kasparov play a promising pawn sacrifice? Defend your bishop and prepare to open the h-file if black captures. This enters the dangerous Alekhine. Chatard attack. Recapture the piece. Great job. How did Kasparov justify his pawn? Develop a piece to target h7. Good work. Black counterattack d4. Develop a piece to defend d4 and attack g5. Great job. Trade pieces to make black recapture away from the center. Nice move. How can you threaten to win back your sacrifice? Threaten a fork on c7. Great work. White has a powerful attack. What strong pawn sacrifice can white play? Sacrifice your b-pawn to break the pin on your knight. Good start. How should white take advantage of the vulnerable? Bring a knight to d6. Great job. The only way for black. White has captured a poisoned pawn and sacrifice a knight to remove a defender of the white queen. Great move. How should you win material? Capture a pawn with a check. Both queens are hanging. How should black take? Sacrifice your queen for a rook before capturing. Almost there. How should you get a winning material edge? Capture an undefended piece. Well played. Black has sacrificed two kingside pawns for a strong attack. How? Sacrifice. Great move. White would have been better off playing rook b for white's king and rook. Nice move. What's next? Capture an undefended piece. Great work. What should black do about white's attack the g5 bishop? Nice move. Keep it up. Attack the h4 bishop again. Good work. Black is doing well in this complex. In the opening game of the 19th, develop your queen to attack g7. Good start. How should you retreat the queen but keep? Retreat the queen along the g-file. Good move. Black has sacrificed a pawn. Should capture an undefended pawn. Good choice. Botvinnik aimed for save your queen and capture an undefended pawn. Way to grab material. What surprising move. Hide your king on a light square so queen takes. Amazing move. Tal's idea is. What did Tal play to keep black's king in the center? Develop and attack d8. Good move. How should you chase away the black? Attack black's queen with the center pawn. Good idea. How did Tal start advancing his passed pawn? Push your passed pawn. Well done. White has kept an extra pawn and the pass. How should white save the e4 pawn? Save your e-pawn by advancing it. Good idea. How should you force black to break the pin? Attack the b4 bishop. Good idea. What's next? Recapture? Well done. You have reached the main line of. How did black start a deadly pawn storm against the white king? Sacrifice your b-pawn to start an attack. Great start. Knight takes b5, rook b8. Advance a pawn with a threat. Good move. How can you bring more pieces into the attack? Develop your queen and target the a2 pawn. Nice job. How should you break open the defense of the white? Attack the b2 pawn. Well played. What should you capture? Eliminate a pawn in front of the white king. Good move. How should black bring another piece into? Prepare to attack white's queen with a knight. Great play. You can continue the attack in the next chapter. How should black bring more pieces into the attack? Develop your light-squared bishop and prepare to target the white. Nice move. How should you continue the attack? Use your bishop to attack the white queen. Well played. How should you continue to harass the white queen? Continue to develop and attack the white queen. Good move. What did black play to convince? Sacrifice a piece to expose the white king. Great play. White resigned in Su. Zhang. Use a double check to force mate. Good move. Where's the mate? Look at your checks. Which one is mate? Well played.